Hi all, my name is Zach Higgins. I am working with Jacob Camoin, Matt Shea, and Charlie Painter. We are currently abroad in Cape Town, South Africa, completing our interactive qualifying project for Worcester Polytechnic Institute, or WPI, located in Worcester, Massachusetts. Our sponsor, the Hope Exchange, is a social enterprise with a mission of reintegrating members of the homeless community back into society with the proper life skills and resources so that they do not go back into homelessness. Before we arrived in Worcester, we identified three areas we could help the Hope Exchange. The first one being their outreach. Since we were working specifically with their car wash, we noticed that people enjoyed the quality of the car wash that they were getting, but they didn't know that, the money they were paying helps a greater cause. So we wanted to increase and develop their outreach, certainly through the car wash, but also overall. Additionally, we wanted to help their water efficiency and sustainability. Cape Town being an area that is very susceptible to droughts, especially after 2017-2018 drought that almost led to day zero. We wanted to help them with that. So we came up with those short and long-term plan goals that another video was made upon or made about. But the final one and what this video is about is their business bookkeeping system. We noticed that they were losing profit because right now their bookkeeping system is manual, it's all on paper, and they've been running a successful car wash for many years, but they do have various partners that they have invoice systems with. And writing all those invoices and car washes on paper can lead to paper getting lost, messy handwriting, leading to other people being unable to read said handwriting, and also just the papers getting destroyed, whether that's a coffee stain or another stain. So we researched what the best method of bookkeeping would be with digital literacy of management and employees, as well as cost at the forefront of our mind. And what we settled on was what you see here, tracking system for THE, or the Hope Exchange. So it has five different tabs, one for each of their four different business partners, being government, UCT, buyers, and Cindy, the final one being for the general public. Um, and right here, we just have a directory that leads to every individual tab. And kind of how we landed on this was one day we were working and we noticed that every single car that is road legal in South Africa has one of those. It is their barcode registration. So we use that to our advantage. Uh, we bought two barcode scanners for the Hope Exchange, as well as two tablets that they can use once we are gone. And how this works is every sheet is a little different. But for example, for the government one, if I were to scan that in C2, it populates. Really bad connection here, so apologies about that. But scan it in cell C2, it populates saying customer not found, but they've been added to row 9. And then once it populates, it's going to give you everything from the registration to the vehicle color. As well, for government, there are two special things. One being the little drop-down chips you see here. Only thing is, the drop-down chip will populate itself. You just need to fill out which department it is because the departments are on the side of the car. They're not part of the barcode. And then the next special thing is right here, you see in column H, I, and J, there's two dates in H and I, and then J has eligible or not eligible. That is because government cars can be washed once every 30 days. So if you look at row 9, one I just scanned, the first wash date or the wash date was today, 12th of December. So the next time it's eligible is 10th of January. Sorry, 10th of December and 10th of January. So it is not eligible because it is not the 10th of January yet. And then if you look at row 4, the last wash date for this car was 8th of November. And since it is past the 8th of December, this car is eligible. Over here, you just see, if the manager of the car wash Bobo approved it, they need to write down the car mileage for government. That is the price of a wash for all the government cars. And then any notes and dents that they notice so they don't get held liable for anything that may be noticed. Something special about these first four tabs that you will see is this little button at the top. If I click it, it's going to say enter a department name. And if I were to type in health, that would generate, there is only one health car that has been washed, but that would generate an invoice for all the health cars that have been washed this month. and that would send a PDF invoice email to the office administrator, whose name is Janine, as you can see there. Additionally, government is special as well as all the other ones that have like timeline washes because it will automatically purge at the end of the month. So last day of December at 11:59 p.m., it will clear. So, the database is kept running smooth with not too much data to make it like clunky. We go into UCT. Same thing, searches in C2. You have the invoice button. Only thing that's different with UCT is they have bi-weekly washes or 2 washes a month. So you see here, this car in row 4 has been washed twice already, so it's not eligible until that would be January. But if I were to then add this car, scan it, populates, and then it is going to fill out saying new customer added in row 7, and the first monthly wash was logged for today. And as you see there, there's the date, there's all the information. You also have the drop down here, and that's kind of the same as the government where, you're gonna click that button to send an invoice and then you choose which department. Buyers, a little different because there's no limit on the amount of washes they can get. So all you do is you just scan, then it's gonna fill in. It's gonna populate a new row for the customer not found on sheet they've been added to row 5. And what you're gonna see here is the pickup time is new. Um, and the pickup time is the time plus 3 hours. So this one being scanned in at 8:28 this morning has a pickup time of 11:28. Then we go to Cindy. Cindy is a little different, only in the terms of the department. So the department is auto-filled, and the options are it is either a Ford, Audi or Volkswagen, or the other, which is Chinese cars. This one is probably scanned in as a Honda, but she only brings Audi, Volkswagens, Fords, or Chinese cars. And as you see there, right now it is 11:28, so pickup time has been set to 14:28, which is also 2:28. And then you see just works to populate, and then department is automatically filled in, and then approval, same stuff like that. The good thing about this sheet is when you click to send a PDF invoice email, it will automatically populate the department because it there's no drop down. That one automatically populates. And then final one, you have general public, same thing. I'll scan this one. It's going to go through its thing. Populate, customer not found. Pickup time has been set to that time. But the one biggest difference with this is you see there's an email here because, when you have government cars being washed, the government official will go and they'll stay there. Same thing with buyer security and Cindy. And Cindy also isn't a company. She is a lady who works for a car dealership and gets the cars ready for shows. So there's already a pre-established relationship with said individual. But contact information is there for general public because someone comes, they're at work, they drop their car off, and you can just ask, hey, what's your email? And then what will happen is you have the pickup time there, yes, but I will use row 5 as the example, or sorry, row 4 as the example. Um, Say the car is ready for pickup. I can go into cell H4, which is the email, click send pickup notification, and then I will go up here, load that, and then as you can see, there is an email. Once it loads, that says your car is ready for pickup with the license plate number or the registration number. Please collect your vehicle by the pickup time that it was scanned in at to avoid a late pickup fee. And then we also leave a donation link and a review link. And that email was sent from myself. But once we transfer all ownership to the Hope Exchange, it will be from the Hope Exchange Car Wash at gmail.com. And then, just to briefly go through the code, you have one master sheet that is titled government because it consists of the government handle, but it also has a call handle right here for all of them. And then you have, the UIs that will pop up, and you have similar stuff for all the other code. And then you just have the 3 individual functions that runs the invoices, sends pickup notifications, and then populates the PDFs that will be sent. And that is all. Thank you.